The Piston Cup really has presented itself as a man's sport in the world of cars. Because let's try to think of the ratio between male to female racers that we've seen so far in the Cars movies. I would say it probably goes something like this, maybe. Males way on top, females way down there. It's probably like 99.5 to 0.5%. And I'm not really exactly sure why that is. I think the only explanation is it must be kind of like the equivalent of what football is in real life, in my opinion, because there really isn't a whole lot of females playing football, and that just kind of seems how it is with racing in the world of cars. There is a few, though, a few very fearless females that have decided that they want to race in the Piston Cup against all odds, and that all started, of course, with the one and only Louise Nash, and it got continued with a very forlorn car that I think nobody really thinks of, and that is, of course, Misti Motorkrass right here, the Rev-N-Go Cars 1 stock car number 73. Luckily, I have her 155 scale diecast right here for you guys, so welcome on back to the Cars Garage, of course. I never had a Misti Motorkrass before, but luckily they just did her in 2023 Singles Case J, so now I finally have her and I can finally open her up and review her for you guys today. This is a brand new Thailand variant, which is really exciting, and hopefully, it lives up to my expectations, but I don't have the Chinese one, so either way, I'm sure I'll still like her because she's a very forlorn car. Like, when I think of female racers in the Piston Cup, I don't know why, but I don't think of Misti Motorcrass. In fact, it wasn't until I first knew that this diecast was coming out that I found out that she was even a female. Like, I knew back in the day, but then I think I forgot. And, once people started talking about her again, because she's a new variant and all, that's when I realized, they're referring to her as a she. So it just makes sense. She's obviously a female. Then I read her biography again and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. She really doesn't look like a female, but she is. I think when most people think of female Piston Cup racers, they think of Louise Nash, or even more so, probably Cruz Ramirez, because, she is the most recent female racer. But I don't know if that will change ever in the world of cars. I'd say probably not, because it doesn't seem to be changing with sports like football and hockey in real life. So I don't know, but it just doesn't seem like the Piston Cup is made for females. But there is a few of them, obviously, that don't really care what all the men on the track think. They just push through. Anyways, though, really cool looking artwork. Misty is, a pretty classic Piston Cup racer. She's been released many, many times in the past, but not as many as some. Really, I guess only, well, she got released a lot in 2009. There's like three different ways to get her, so I guess that's why I said that she was released a lot, but really not that much, I guess, when you think about it, because after that, she got a launcher release, she got a multi pack release, I think a 4-pack, and then the rubber tires release as well that year. Other than that, she wasn't released for another 8 years until 2017, obviously, just before Cars 3 came out. And then, of course, now as the new variant for 2023. So, yeah, really, I guess not released very much now. Wish I wouldn't have said that about you, Misty, because you're actually not one of those racers. I'm just used to saying Piston Cup Racer released tons and tons of times in the past, but with Misty, I guess it's not really the case. She looks really cool though. She is the Rev-N-Go racer, obviously. I love the cyan blue color that she has. One of my favorite colors is blue, especially that shade of blue too. So I think I'm going to really like Misty. I don't have the Chinese variant, of course, but I don't think it's all that different, so not a big deal. On the back, as seen in Cars, and we got Johnny Blamer there, who I actually just reviewed a few weeks ago, and I thought he was really cool. He's the other 2023 new Thailand variant that they did. And then, yeah, we got Fillmore, Ramon in his purple color, Lizzie, why can I never remember his name? Krusty Rotor, and Great Candyman, of course. The ghost car is right there. Maybe it's Mallory Carhut or Randy, who knows? And then, yeah, Mattel, empowering the next generation through play. I'm really curious to know when they're going to drop saying that. I wonder if 2025 will be the year. Maybe. Who knows? Either way, she looks great on the Red Riders card. And yeah, I think it's time to bust her open. So let's do that, guys. Alright, well, here is Misty, all opened up, looking really, really nice. I gotta say, that cyan blue color that she has is really eye-catching. I like it a lot. Definitely much more eye-catching than the next-gen Rev-N-Go racer, a Fast Fong, who I really don't care for. But he's supposed to be getting a new variant in 2024 in a 2-pack, so we'll see how that ends up looking, maybe it'll be a little better. But anyways, yeah, Misty Motorcrass. Thank you so much to Mr. Dockett for sending her my way because I don't have a second one, so I'm probably gonna end up beating myself up over opening her because I feel like she might end up becoming rare. Her 2017 release was pretty rare, and obviously she really hasn't been released a whole ton other than that, so who knows. Anyways, Misty Motorcrass, I really do like her color scheme and her logos. She's very simplistic though, as most of the Cars 1 stock cars are, but I feel like even more so than some. Like there's really not a ton of details on her. A lot of them are just like the logo and the number, but there's not really a whole ton else. You got the arrow, I guess, a couple slogans, some little lines here around the arrow, but other than that, very simplistic car, which is kind of nice for a change, actually. I kind of like simplism. Is that even a word? Simplism? I don't know. Anyways, here is a few pictures of Misty from where she appears at in the first Cars movie. Obviously, just a background racer, but I think there's a few nice shots of her, so that's kind of cool. I remember one shot we see of her in the pits. She looks really strange. I think it's an animation error, but her whole back end just sticks out way too far, and her back tires just seem almost like snot rods tires. They're like way bigger than the front ones. I don't know why. I guess it's just the way she's stopping. I think, I don't know, it kind of glitches out for a second. But either way, yeah, there is a few pictures of Misty, just a background character that does not speak. And honestly, they probably never intended her to be a female when they were first designing her. I kind of doubt it because they never gave her the thick eyelashes or anything like that to really make her distinctly look like a female. They didn't even remove the grill, which is not even a real grill either. So they easily could have not put a grill on her if they intended her to be a female. So that's kind of strange because it kind of looks like a mustache. So not really sure on that whole subject. But either way, Misty Motorcrass looks very, very nice. Love her color, love all the details. But I do want to go over her little biography that they made for her in the Meet the Cars video game or whatever it was called, the Cars Finder video game. Yeah, that's what it was. It says that she is from a racing family, not a racetrack family though. She has three brothers, one named Frank, who's a champion street racer, one named Zach, who holds the title as the fastest drag racer in three towns, and one brother named Dave, who has outrun five police cars in the past year alone. But luckily, it says that Misty has a very clean track record, so that's nice. She's the only Piston Cup racer in the family, and that's really saying something since she is the only sister in the family. Anyways, though, yeah, I really do like her whole design. Her expression looks pretty good. They didn't really change it too much from the Chinese one. Looks pretty much the same. She has a plastic eye plate now, though, looking off to the side ever so slightly. Nice green eyes. And then the snarly teeth there, you can see. Classic growl mouth that a lot of piston cup racers of this model always have had. This is the Crown Celesta model, by the way. Number 73 there, no headlights, which is kind of funny. She has a grill but no headlights. If anything, they should have removed the grill, not the headlights, because some of these racers of this model don't have the grills. I'm trying to find one. Oh, yeah, James Clean Air, he doesn't have a grill, so I don't know. He looks more like a female than Misty, to be honest, but I don't know. Or, if I had to guess, I'd say that Eugene Carbureski was the female of the group just because of his color, but the color really doesn't have anything to do with it. The color is just, representing the brand that they race for, the sponsor. So I don't know. The color isn't really what makes her look female. I don't know. Really, nothing makes her look female, but she is. So there you go. Rev-N-Go on the hood, though. Little arrow pointing over that way, over yonder, and we have some nice white lines surrounding it. Not really sure what they represent. I guess they just are there to draw your attention, maybe. It says it's a carburetor decongestant, which to me kind of sounds like almost like nasal spray, maybe not a spray, but like some sort of, yeah, probably nasal spray. I don't know, maybe like or maybe like a cough syrup or something like that. I'm not sure, something along those lines, something to kind of make you feel less congested, I guess, and that's kind of what it does for cars as well, which is cool. Got the big old number 73 there on top and on the sides with all of the classic Piston Cup contingency sponsors. Very hard to read. But we got Nitro Wave, Piston Cup, Revolting, Mood Springs, blah, 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 all the classic ones. Don't need to read them. But she does have very nice, bright blue rims, which is cool. Very, clear, light year text, too. I feel like it's clearer than on most cars, so that's cool. But, I don't know, the sides of the rims, they're a little bit grainy, classic Thailand. They didn't really apply the paint all that well. But still pretty nice. This is like a lot of blank space, though, here. There's really nothing going on. Just the number 73 on some classic blue paint, but still, I really do like this color, so I don't know. I like Misty a lot. really nothing to complain about. Some more white lines around the logo. It's pointing towards a number there. Rev-N-Go over the wheel well back there. It says carburetor decongestant again. Very, very bright red, and then it fades off into orange and then yellow. And same dealio up here. The big old arrow extends from the spoiler all the way up to the roof where it says number 73, of course. Nice outline to the number 2, the red and black trim. Very nice. She has their blue window bars there. This logo could be a little clearer. Rev-N-Go, carburetor decongestant. A little bit on the blurry side, but not too bad, I guess. Still pretty nice. I like this decal back here she has, how the arrow starts off black this time and it goes into red, orange, and yellow, and there's like really bright yellow lines going through it. That's pretty cool. A little grainy, not too bad. Chinese one's probably better for that part there, but I don't know, doesn't look too bad. Number 73, the carburetor decongestant there on the bumper. And yeah, the white lines here around the arrow kind of just fade off into the little circles that she has there to hold her spoiler in place, kind of like resembling screws. That's kind of funny. This side seems to be the exact same though. Nothing going on, a lot of blank space, but I won't complain. I think it looks cool. See your little exhaust down there. Very nice, cool base. I like how the exhaust curve like that. Seems new to me. Maybe just because I never really review cars of this model. I feel like it's the least common piston cup racer model from Cars 1. Maybe, I don't know if that's true actually. But either way, S16A. I guess the Johnny Blamer model is probably the least common one. I would say the Aiken Axler model is probably the most common one. This one's kind of just in the middle, you know. But yeah, 16th week of 2023 shoes made. Says made in Thailand down there. Pretty cool. I'd say this Thailand variant's not half bad. I like it actually. I like it a lot. I think that has a lot of nice bright decals. I love the yellow, how it mixes with the blue and the red and the orange too. It's mostly just blue though. There's really not a lot of accent colors on Misty, but that's kind of unique, so I don't mind at all. I will show her next to my Fast Fawn though, obviously, because that's the only Rev-N-Go racer that I have other than Misty now. Funny how I got the next gen before the Cars 1 stock car. And obviously, I'm still missing out on the Rev-N-Go racer from Cars 3, who is just not really able to be found. He's very rare. He doesn't even have a name. Mattel has deemed him unworthy of having a name. But he's not that much different from Misty. Definitely, there's more going on with his design. There's less blank space, you know. But I don't know, just a typical kind of upgrade there. Not really an upgrade, but I guess modernization of this version of the Revingo Racer is what he is pretty much. He doesn't have a name though. He was only in that big Cars 311 pack, and then he just kind of got forgotten about. But yeah, I'm a Fast Fong. He's not bad. He actually looks really cool in the movie, and I like all the little updates that they did on him. Same number and everything, but totally different color. It's like green with yellow accents. So they kept the yellow accents, but they got rid of the blue. Now it's green, which is not the worst idea because there is a lot of blue next gens to begin with, but at the same time, there's also a lot of green ones. So maybe they could have changed it even more so and made him orange or teal, maybe. There's a little bit of teal on Misty, so maybe that's what they could have done. I'm not sure, but he really should be more metallic. This die cast is just inaccurate, but apparently there's supposed to be a new one. Well, there is supposed to be a new one. It's on the poster, and we already saw it revealed in the package coming in 2-pack with Chris Revstovsky for 2024. But to me, it looks like a variant. We'll see when it comes out. Either way, might as well show you guys Misty next to some other Crown Celesta piston cup racers of the same model, of course. Her eyes are very, very small compared to Murray Clutchburn's, which is kind of strange. But I don't know. Everything else is the same. I don't know why they always make the wheel wells on these cars so short. I mean, it's kind of strange. Look at that. Look how short or not the wheel wells. I meant to say the axles. They're so short for this model of car from Thailand. The Chinese ones never used to be like that. But like, look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's actually pretty wild. Wow, they are short. Everyone always said they're short. I always just kind of said it because everyone else said it, but I never really realized how short they are. Like, you can see the full-on wheel well there. Here, you cannot. Obviously, it's, just flat, which is how it's supposed to be. I assume. Looks better, but oh well. Maybe they'll fix it eventually, but then there'll just be a whole bunch of new variants to get, so I'm not really looking forward to that if they do that. They probably won't. Here is Floyd Mulvihill, though, or whatever his name is. I think Floyd Mulvihill, Gaspin Racer, same model from Thailand. Surprising how many cars I actually have of this model from Thailand. Usually I don't. Usually all my Piston Cup racers most of them are from China. But here is Krusty Rotor, of course. I love this guy. He's probably my favorite racer from or of this model, I would say. But Misty might have to be number two. I mean, Claude Scruggs is probably my second favorite, just because he's so classic and he was he was the first one released. I would say he's my favorite, but Misty, maybe she's like number three, four, five. She's definitely one of the best ones, I think. Nothing wrong with Misti Motorkrass, that's for sure. I like her a lot. Way better than my Fast Fong. I really don't care for my Fast Fong. Maybe his new variant will be better. Definitely I will try to review it if I can find. I'm sure I will. I always find 2 packs easily, so that shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully, it's a good new variant. But this new variant of Misty is awesome. I have no complaints. A little bit of graininess on the decals, but we've come to expect that. Axles could be a little longer, but whatever. Still, I think at the end of the day, she's a pretty nice looking die cast, and yeah, I really don't have anything bad to say about her. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy this video. Definitely make sure to let me know who's your favorite Rev-N-Go racer in the comments below. Mine is Misty. Second one, probably, my fastball, he looks cool in the movie, so I'll say him. And then I'll say the Cars 3 stock car last, because don't really know too much about him, never really seen him, don't even know his name. So that's my ranking. Let me know yours in the comments below. Also, before you go, I almost forgot to mention, on Chick Hicks, you can actually see a logo on the back of him right there that says Varoom. Let me try to zoom in on that so you guys can get a good look at it. Right there, Varoom. I think it says carburetor decongestant, I'm pretty sure. But that was actually the original concept for Rev-N-Go. That's what it was originally supposed to be called, but then they changed it for whatever reason when cars actually came out and they made Misty. Obviously, they designed her with the logo Rev-N-Go, and I like it better. I think Rev-N-Go sounds better than Varoom, but it's definitely not bad. It could have been Varoom. Just thought I'd point that out, though. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time right here on the Cars Garage.